Thank you, and welcome, Madam Secretary, and thanks for being here. There have been reports in Reuters and elsewhere that China has been pressuring our U.S. executives, companies, and business groups against the USICA bill. To your knowledge, is there any truth to these reports and the threats that our U.S. companies are receiving from our Chinese emissaries,
Yeah, thank you. So, like you, I've seen the reports. There have been more than one report, and it doesn't surprise me at all. China doesn't want us to pass this bill. They know that this bill will enable us to outcompete them. And in the past handful of years, China has invested $160 billion in increasing their own domestic semiconductor production. So the last thing they want is for us to invest $52 billion, which will make us stronger. So yes, I have heard the reports. They're deeply concerning to me. And it just means we have to act. We have to act now. As we said with Senator Reid, it's an issue of national security. And I think if the reason China's so against it is because they know how important it is for us.
Right. Thank you. Would you say the crux of their objections would be that semiconductor portion of it? Because that's going to have the most economic benefits. It does have the most economic.
You know, it's a good question. I don't know. I would say certainly that is what they have explicitly been against. But the rest of it, increases in research and development, the tech hubs, all of it goes to enhancing America's competitiveness. Right. And so I think they would probably oppose the whole thing.
Well, as a supporter of that bill, and I'm on that very small conference committee that's meeting tomorrow, so I appreciate that. Today, NOAA has 40 petaflops of supercomputing capability for weather predicting and research. So I looked up petaflop because I have no idea what that is. And for our viewing public, a petaflop is 1,000 million floating point operations per second. Or another way to say it, a quadrillion, which is 1,000 trillion. That's how fast it is. So I'm sure we'll all remember that, but I didn't want to say petaflops without knowing what it was. As you know, NOAA's facility in Fairmont, West Virginia, is one of NOAA's 5 research and development supercomputers. We're very proud of that. In addition, the IIJA provided NOAA with another $80 million for research supercomputing. We've placed a big emphasis on the supercomputing capabilities for a lot of reasons for NOAA. So I'm proud of the work that we do in Fairmont, and I guess could you speak to the vision that you have for supercomputing and how West Virginia may play a role there?
I think West Virginia will play a very important role. And I will say, so in the FY23, we're requesting $20 million in the President's budget to recapitalize and maintain the high-performance computing capacity, and that will enable consistent capacity increases in R&D through computing sites, specifically like the one in West Virginia. In Fairmont. So I think artificial intelligence, high-performance computing, these areas are areas of increasing economics, national security, and climate change. You know, we need this. We're depending on it. We're investing in it, and I can firmly say that Fairmont will stand to benefit from these investments.
Great. Well, we're very pleased to have NOAA there and look forward to further investment. Let me ask back to a quick clarification on a question that Senator Collins asked about the deadline. You know how interested I am in the digital divide. You're probably surprised I didn't start with that. But you mentioned a May 17 deadline. Just so I can clarify for my broadband council at home, that's the deadline that you are going to then come forward with a request for proposals, or does the proposal have to be in?
Exactly. So it's May 16th, Monday. It's what the NOFO, so it's the Notice of Funding Opportunity, will go out the 16th, and will be asked, the way it's going to work, you can tell this to your folks, we will ask every state to then apply for the money. All they have to do is submit us an intention to apply, which they should do quickly. Then we'll be sending them a $5 million planning grant, and then we'll get to work right away on the back and forth of putting together the proposal.
Okay, so the planning grant, okay, great news. I did have a question on the supply chain for that's needed to deploy all this broadband. But
Yeah.
I'll save that for question for the record, and thank
Yeah.
you.
May I say something?
Yes.
You asked me last time I saw you a week or two ago, what happens if RDOF says someone's covered, but they're not
Right, we're
covered for
running into
5
this all over
years?
the place, yeah.
The answer is you're counted as unserved until you're actually served.
Really?
Yes. So I wanted to make sure to get back
Okay,
to you.
that's a great clarification. Thank you.
Yeah.
And Senator Braun, I'm turning it over to you.